Go ahead, Will.
Good evening. JJW Sports proudly brings to you the host with the most, Will the Thrill. And along with me is my co-host and co-founder, the man that operates this program.
Just Josh over here hanging out. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Lot going on in NFL. Trade deadline is today. Well, was today at 4 p.m. We'll get into that a little bit later. We're gonna go with our regular start of wins and losses of the NFL this week, but we will get into the trade deadline definitely in a little bit. So we'll start out with Thursday night football. We have Baltimore going into Miami and pulling out the 28-6 victory.
Wasn't that Jackson's return game too?
Yes, it was. So that don't surprise me that they actually look like the Ravens.
Yep. Clicked on all cylinders.
Yep, that and Miami just keeps sloping farther and farther down.
Feel bad for that franchise, as colorful as they are. All right, so we kick off with Sunday, the Chicago Bears, a.k.a. the Care Bears, I like to call them. They took on the Tigers. Sorry, not the Tigers, the Bengals. Wrong sport.
What?
Cincinnati. So we had the Care Bears taking on the Bengals. Tigers and Bears. Oh my. And the winner was
the Bears.
The Bears.
That
was a high-scoring game, man. 47-42. Who would have thought they'd put up almost 90 points?
Yeah, the whole weekend of football was crazy. Especially in the fourth quarter. There's a lot of, if you look down and break down a lot of these games are fourth quarter ones. I believe this one was very close. Going into the fourth and stuff like that. But some of the other ones were like they're big comebacks. There's some games like that. But yeah, the Bears pulled one out over the Bengals barely, but pulled it out. Let's go.
Joe Flacco, quarterback, 470 yards passing. The rushing leader was Kyle McNaughey. I definitely know I butchered that name. He had 176. And T. Higgins with 121 receiving yards.
Yeah, it's a crazy game.
That was insane. That's almost like a college score right there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we had Tigers and Bears. Well, how about the Lions? Oh my, taking on the Vikings. And unfortunately, it came down to a field goal, truthfully. 27-24. Vikings.
Yeah.
The rookie quarterback came back from injury to play in this game. Really, I think he had no choice. With everybody banged up on that team.
Yeah, he looked good. Vikings played a very good game. It was a very tight, close game. I watched a little bit of it. Did come down to a field goal at the end. Crazy. Like I said, and I'll keep saying it, this was a crazy week of close games. But a fun week to watch as a fan. It was fun to watch all these games all weekend.
Yeah, I will definitely.
I was loving catching parts of them and stuff like that when I could.
Then we got the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, Panthers.
What's up, Chris?
Panthers pulled that one out. By
Very
a
low
field goal.
scoring game.
Yes. And once again, Panthers pulled it out with a field goal towards the end of the game in the fourth. Crazy, just crazy fun. Some games were high scoring offensive games and some were close defensive games.
But it's like I've been saying, and I continue to say it because it's so darn true. Anything could happen on any given Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And for a fact that Green Bay was favored, especially being in Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
toughest place to play, especially with the cold if you're not used to it. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. This was surprising. The Chargers, and the only reason I'm saying surprising is because the Chargers took on the Titans, Tennessee, and it was 27-20. So I don't think a lot of people thought that was going to be a close game since the Chargers have been improving and getting better, and Justin Herbert showing that he is in one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. But no one expected them to be this close to win by 7. 27-20 Chargers.
Yeah. Good, crazy. Definitely not what expecting. Didn't see much of that one because around here it wasn't on where I could see it, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely looking good up there with the Chargers.
And then the Atlanta Falcons. Dirty Birds. I'm sorry, got a little carried away. Took on New England Patriots, and the Patriots held on by 1, 24-23.
Yeah. Falcons said you weren't just going to beat up on us today, this week. But they did. It was one of those games where in the fourth quarter they made a run to come back. They scored 9 points in the fourth.
And then,
23-24.
Sorry to cut you off, but it's also interesting because I have 2 Patriots on my team. Stevenson, their leading rusher, also did not play that game, as well as what's his name? Is it Bouch? I know it starts with a B, B-O-U. Oh, please. I know I'm probably wrong, but he didn't play either. So they were missing a couple of their weapons on New England, yet they still held on to get the W.
Yeah, definitely good. And hey, they're doing something up there, right?
Yep. San Francisco 49ers. Willie Tiny, that's your team, my friend. Taking on the New York Giants, or New Jersey Giants, if you want to say. I love to rub that in. But that's out to the Goomba. So in my world, it's Willie Tiny taking on the Goomba. The 49ers prevailed 34-24 in that matchup. Mac Jones showing off with 235 yards. Christian McCaffrey, the man that can do everything, had 106. If I'm
Was that 106?
That's right. He had 173 yards total, receiving and passing.
What, McCarthy?
Yeah.
McCaffrey, I mean.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, he had 106 rushing and 67 receiving on 5 receptions and a touchdown, a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. So, yeah, they're glad he's back this year after missing him all last year with the injury.
Yeah, but this shows how good he is.
Like you said, he does it all. He does a little bit of everything. Because if you watch the game, he's also a good blocker and stuff like that. He just does it all. All-around player. Love it.
All right. If I had an alarm, upset Central, the Indianapolis Colts traveled to Pittsburgh and actually take an L 27-20. Pittsburgh with the surprising victory. Turnover central for Daniel Jones, even though he did have 342 yards passing. But, man, I think he had, 5 interceptions? I think he had flashbacks of being a Giant.
He had 3 NOs.
Oh, 3? Okay.
1 touchdown, 3 NOs, 342 yards, 31 for 50. He outplayed Aaron Rodgers, other than Rodgers had no turnovers.
No turnovers helps wins the game.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what it came down to. Yeah, definitely not what I was expecting, because I know we both went with the Colts.
Mm-hmm. As much as it pained me to say so, but because Pittsburgh is my second team. I'm a PA man. So
apparently, he had 2 fumbles too.
Oh,
that's where you got the other turnovers. That's why you were getting 5 turnovers. Yep.
Thank you, Philomena, with that added facts. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Denver traveled to Houston. Hopefully, those players got some good barbecue. And Denver pulled it out 18-15. C.J. Stroud also got injured in that game. I think he was either in that game or not for concussion.
Yeah, I think it was early. I think it was early in the game. But this one, okay. So we got here. You go. We'll break it down. I'm going to break this down for you real quick. First, we had 3 points by Houston. That's it. Okay. Denver scores in the second, 1 touchdown. And Houston puts up 9 points. Third, Houston gets a field goal. Denver gets nothing. In the fourth, Denver puts up 11 points to pull out the win.
Wow.
That's 3 weeks out of the last 4 they've made a comeback in the fourth quarter to win.
But you see, I can see why a lot of people are not sold on Denver, because you can't just show up and expect to pull out a fourth quarter victory.
No, but
you got to be able to play all 4 quarters and then hold out on the fourth.
But still, to be able to do that 3 out of 4 weeks, and they didn't do it against bum teams neither. They did it against good teams. But but of course they blow Dallas out.
I'll give you that, my friend. I'll give you that.
Like, I got to give them credit for that. Like, they're winning. They're finding a way to win when it counts.
A win
in the
is
fourth.
a win. Sean Payton is finding his ways of getting a victory. Jacksonville traveled to Las Vegas, baby, taking on the Raiders. Jacksonville prevailed by a point in overtime, 30-29. Geno Smith leading the passing leader with 284 yards as the leading passer for that game, and it wasn't enough to get the dub.
Yeah, another just crazy game this week. Didn't see much of that one neither, because it wasn't, unfortunately, on. I saw a couple highlights day after, and that comment's for you, Will, that I highlighted.
We got to pick on one PA team. Well, Eagles and Steelers, you cannot have 2. Oh, stop it. Stop the match. First of all, hold on. We're going to clear this up right here, right now, all right? No, listen here, son. This is how it's done. First of all, they both were a team at one point called the Steagles, right? Wait. We probably weren't even thought over born yet. 2, there you have the NFC and the AFC. My personal dream matchup is a Pennsylvania Super Bowl. If that happens, hallelujah. But that is one of my dreams. So, and plus, it's still Pennsylvania. Don't matter. Forget about it.
Oh, God.
Okay. Now, back to what we were doing.
I don't even know what Oh, the
We're
Jaguars
on
and
the,
Raiders. It was the Jaguars and the Raiders.
yeah, we finished that one.
Yeah.
So it's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
I know we picked the Rams.
Yeah,
but
34-10. So I think
I was
that's
not
a good thing we did.
I was not expecting. I was not expecting that butt whooping that bad, but it is what it is. What? What's that face?
No, it's just something we were given. So the Kansas City Chiefs went to the cold Buffalo Soldier, and Buffalo prevailed against their rivals. But I will say this. Okay, let me bring. My screen went blank. Okay, so Buffalo won 28-21, won by 7. But it's always regular season when Buffalo does somehow prevail, but they never get over that hill of KC when it counts in the playoff. So kudos for your season victory in the regular season, but can you do it again when it matters in the playoffs?
Hopefully it can. Like I said it last week. I said they needed to win this game, though, with how they've been playing the last few weeks.
Yes.
They needed, to prove that they were going to do a good enough run this year and have a chance, they had to win this game. At home, they had to win.
And plus,
I believe with watching that game, with the way they played, they knew they were ready. Mahomes still pulled his stuff off, and because it's Mahomes, they're going to points, but they were ready, and they didn't let him completely break loose and have the game he could have had. Right. So kudos to them. They were ready. Hopefully, like you said, hopefully they can pull it off in the playoffs this year when it counts.
Oh, you're absolutely right on that, man. When it counts.
All righty. So that brings us to Sunday Night Football, which I'm happy for this one. We had the Seattle Seahawks going to Washington. Just going to Washington. And they won 38-14. Now, this was not one of those close games that had craziness going on, stuff like that. But very, 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 very bad news for Washington fans. You lost your QB for the year.
Yeah.
That was very nasty, ugly looking. Dislocated his elbow. He is done for this season. It is crazy with the dislocation of bones this year, injuries between elbows and knees and ankles. It is just crazy this year. Speedy recovery, healthy recovery, given out to him. Take your time coming back. Don't rush.
Don't rush. Don't
let nobody rush you, dude.
Yeah.
But I know his mama's right there, so his mama ain't gonna let nobody rush him and transferring his career. She's
38-14 Seattle. So Sam Darnold continues carrying the flow that he had last year, and I think honestly he's playing the best football he has he's playing the best football. Period. 330 yards by him. Jackson Smith. I want to butcher this name. JSN Najaba.
Just call him Jackson Smith.
Jackson Smith in. He had 129 yards, and Chris Rodriguez Jr. had 65 yards rushing. But Sam Darnold, man, he's just been amazing, and to see all the success as a team working well together with them, it's just amazing how Seattle's bouncing back.
And with today at the trade deadline, which we'll get in after the Monday Night Football game, because we'll go over the trade before we do our picks.
Yeah.
Because it'll help decide picks because of moves. They got a little bit better and got some more help at wide receiver, so that's going to be fun to watch in Seattle. We'll go over that though, who they got and stuff. So then we'll move on. Yeah, do I have to? Do we have to talk? Can we? There was no Monday Night Football game this week. There was no game this week.
Just Josh, go ahead, man.
Well, like I predicted last week, Arizona came into Dallas and whooped our butts like I said they were going to do, 27-17. Now I will not put this on Dax. What I saw
it's Dak's fault though.
No, but no. A lot of times I yell at him because I watch and he makes bad plays and it does cost us chances of winning. What I saw of him, especially late in the game, he was doing what he could. My man was running for his life. Jacob Brisket is a beast. I watched that man get just straight, wide open, no block, laid out, and came back up the next play and made a great play. I'm just like, oh my! Like I thought he was done with the way he got hit on the one play. So all kudos to him. I know he's been a traveler, but I think he's looking good there.
And Marvin Harrison Jr. is 96 yards from those passing out of Brisket's 261 yards. Was impressive too.
But the crazy part about that is they shut him down the whole second half because he had 6 receptions in the first half at halftime. So he didn't do much in the second because that 6 in the first was a record because the most he's ever had in the game was 6 receptions.
Yeah.
So he still set a record, but he should have had more, in my opinion. Yeah. Cowgirls lost. Yeah.
I know. Fun fact. I'm gonna rub this in too. Everybody in the NFC East lost.
Yeah.
But the Eagles, because the Eagles had a bye.
Yep, that's good for you guys.
Yep. I shouldn't gloat. We got a tough opponent next week. So, all right. That is
so we'll get
week 9.
Mm-hmm.
The 5th.
No, 4th.
Sorry,
Today's
the 4th. Today's the 4th. Thursday night football.
No, don't go into that yet. Trades.
Oh yeah. You did say that. So let's get it.
So we have one of the big ones is the Jets trading Sauce Gardner and to the Colts. So the Colts just got better. The Colts just got better. They literally just got better. And the Colts gave up 2 draft pick, first future draft round picks, and and Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver.
Yeah. A first round pick and a 2027 first round pick.
Yep. So hey, kudos to them.
That's rebuilding for the future.
Yeah, that's good for the Jets. For them also, they make out because that's what they wanted was to get out of his contract and get some picks. So that's good for them, but that really helps the Colts.
Yeah.
A lot. So that's a good move for them. So the Seahawks.
Sorry, 49er fans. They're not big on Seattle.
They have now brought in Rashid Shaheed, who's 27.
Rashid from New Orleans.
Yes. So that gives
6th, 4th, and 5th round picks.
Yes. So they didn't give up much neither for that. That's a good move.
Mm-hmm.
And he's young. He's still young. He's 27, so he's still good. He's still at a nice age for a receiver, and gives them now 3 threats because they got what's his name that we were just talking about? Seahawks. Jackson Smith.
Yeah.
Who's been killing it. And then the second receiver is who was
what
it?
is his name?
Hold on. I'm trying to find it.
It's not Lockett, is it?
No, I was reading it. Hold on. I read it earlier. Now I can't find it.
Oh man. Ham bone.
But either way, it gives them more of a threat. So big. Oh, Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp?
Kupp, yeah. Cooper Kupp, yeah. That's what it says.
That's right. That's where he went. Okay. I couldn't remember where Cooper ended up going.
Yeah, but I guess he didn't play much yesterday because he wasn't in the stats. I mean, on Sunday.
All right.
So that's good. And then we moved down. The Eagles picked up Phillips, linebacker from Miami. So that helps them out a little bit more on defense with the rush. I don't know much about him, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I do. Jalen Phillips. That's his name. Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips.
Yeah. So I think that's a good move for them. They didn't give up much at all.
They boosted a lot of their defense, which is what was in question, honestly. The Bears acquired defensive end Joe Trison Jayenka and a 2026 7th-round pick from Cleveland in exchange for a 2026 6th-round pick. So they got a defensive end, and the Bears have been improving this year. The Bengals acquired a 2026 7th-round pick from Dallas Cowboys for linebacker Logan Wilson.
Yes, which I don't know much about, but looking at his stats stuff, should be a good fit. But we'll get on to the Cowboys' other trade of that they made with the Jets for Williams, Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle. Why did we go after another defensive tackle? We just got one for Parson.
And you lost the Mozzie Smith. You lost the defensive tackle, Mozzie Smith. So we gave up a defensive 2nd-round pick and a 2027 1st-round pick.
So you gave up a defensive tackle for a defensive tackle. Why? Yep. Why? We don't need a defensive tackle. We need outside rushers.
Hey, it's the magical work of Jerry Jones.
We need freaking outside rushers. What are we doing? Why are we trading a defensive tackle for a defensive tackle when we already brought in all-pro defensive tackle for our best outside rusher?
Hey,
what are we doing?
The owner / general manager / president.
And he wonders why we can't win. Why we look so goddamn horrible and your fans are cussing you out and hoping you go just fall off the face of the earth.
Oh, Lordy.
What are we doing? We don't need it. Oh my God.
All right. So you ready to check out the
following? We can get into the week. I had to get to that trade. I can't. Why?
All right. So, November 6th. Yeah, 6th. All right. We have the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the Rocky Mountains to face the Denver Broncos. It's on Prime. Hate to tell y'all that. The way how things are looking, I'm going Denver.
Oh yeah, Denver all the way.
All right, moving on. Now we're into our Sunday. Sunday. And this game will be on the NFL Network, or as you have it, NFL Plus, at 9:30 in the morning, because they'll be in Germany. The Indianapolis Colts are taking on the Atlanta Falcons in Germany. So you have a game in the morning. I guess to replace the Saturday morning cartoons. I'm not Sunday morning cartoons. There you go. Or the news. So Colts.
Oh
I
yeah,
think the Colts will get it together. I don't see them losing back to back.
No, they'll bounce back. Especially with the pickup. Yeah.
All right. So we got the the New York Giants taking on the Bears. Chicago's home. I'm going Chicago. I think with them losing that running back, they lost their funk. I think he was a big part of their energy, and with him not suited up, they just seem bland. But they did pretty good against the 49ers, but I think Chicago's going to take them to the limit on this one.
And especially with it being in Chicago. Go with the Bears also.
All right. Oh, man. Buffalo Bills traveling to that beautiful weather in Florida, Miami, taking on the Dolphins. Buffalo.
Yeah.
If people put money on that, oh my God, imagine the payout for the Dolphins. The Baltimore Ravens traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings.
I go with since Lamar's back, I go Ravens.
I go Ravens too, just because I think now that he knows they can't afford to lose anymore, despite their rough start. Yeah, it's time to play.
It's gonna be a Lamar Henry show.
Yeah.
And especially with Minnesota, not against the rookie quarterback, but you're not gonna keep pulling magic out of your hat every week, especially against a team like the Ravens.
Absolutely. So you got the Cleveland Clowns, the Cleveland Browns taking on the New Jersey Jets.
Wrong sport there, buddy.
Wrong sport.
Let's go Browns.
Yeah. As much as I actually want to say the Jets, but yeah, that ain't working.
Jets just kind of went fire sale at the trade. They know that they're not planning on trying to win much this year.
Yeah, they're going for the top draft pick again.
Yep.
Too bad they got the Saints to battle with them on that. The New England Patriots taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Arr! Oh man. Tampa Bay fresh off the bye.
I'm going Tampa off the bye and home.
Yeah, because they got some banged up players in New England, but I never want to rule out their coach.
Oh, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be close.
Be a good game.
But I think Buccaneers.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go Bucs. So if we lose, I can blame you.
Oh, hey, screw you.
Nah, Josh, I'm just kidding. Oh, boy. The battle of draft picks. The New Orleans Saints traveling to Carolina. Panthers.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the Panthers pull it out, especially being home.
Yep.
Saints are just too bad down there.
Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
Let's go Jags. Let's go Jags.
The Jags. Arizona with a big win in D-Town taking on the Seattle.
Yeah, you didn't have to say that. There's no need for that.
Okay, sorry. But with Sam Darnold and that team and defense, and they just got a receiver, going Seattle.
Seattle. Especially with what they picked up, Seattle.
Yep. All right. The Battle of California. The Los Angeles Rams taking on their division rivals, San Francisco 49ers. All right. To my buddy Willie Tiny, co-workers, Michelle Gandy, Pack Life, Dre, I'm going 49ers.
Yeah, San Fran. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Detroit at Washington. It's Detroit. It's Detroit. I don't have faith in Mariota as the backup starting. I'm sorry, dude, but I'm going with Detroit.
Oh, Detroit all the way. Definitely all the way Detroit.
And
yeah.
For our Sunday night game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. God,
Go Chargers for me. Let's go Chargers.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh.
All right.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
I'll go with Chargers at home, especially. They've looked good the last few weeks.
Pittsburgh. And for our Monday night game, which is a big game, the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay, in Lambeau Field.
Let's go Packs. Let's go Packs.
I'm going with my team, and that game can be seen on ABC or ESPN.
Let's go Packs.
So
let's go Packs. I can't go for the Eagles on this one.
Okay, that's fair.
I need them to get some losses. And I need Parson to have a good game. Let's go. Hunt Hurts down. Let's go. Don't hurt him. Just hunt him down and make his game miserable.
Now that is our NFL preview and review. Josh, our NHL.
NHL. As we saw a little bit ago, Flyers are playing. They are live right now and are up in the first. What was it? 2-0, 3-0. Hold on. I'm trying to find the scores. I give me the live one. I hate when it does that. Yeah, 3-0 with 5 minutes, a little under 5 minutes left in the first for the Flyers. Other big games you got on right now, you got the Bruins at the Islanders. Zip at the end of the first. Another good one because it's a good rivalry. You got the Hurricanes in New York versus the Rangers, and the Hurricanes are up 1-0 in the first. No big trades or anything going on right now in the NHL. It's early. We won't see more of that until like January. But this weekend there was a few good games. Like we had a good one with Maple Leafs and the Penguins. I did watch a little bit of that one. That was a fun game to watch. Maple Leafs pulling it out 4-3 at home. It's a little bit harder to do hockey like we do. Football's a little bit easier to do because they play one game a week.
Right.
Let me double check the standings here. So, on top of the Atlantic Division, you have two surprising teams, your top two teams. You have the Montreal Canadiens and the Detroit Red Wings.
Hey, that should be happy for you, Josh.
Yeah, but surprising. But it's only we've only played 13 games. It's out of 82, so it's
still early.
So
but points do matter. Getting those dubs and those ties and winning your shutouts do matter.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then we move down to the Metropolitan Division, which is the Flyers division. And why is my we have the Devils and the Penguins on top. Are your top two teams in that division?
Wow.
So that's your top four in the East are the Canadiens, the Red Wings, the Devils, and the Penguins. That's surprising. Well, no, The Devils and the Penguins aren't surprising. Canadians and the Red Wings definitely are, because you still got the Maple Leafs in that division, Lightning, Senators, Bruins, Panthers, and the Sabres.
Mm-hmm.
So now we'll move to the West Central Division, which the first team is no surprise if they're on top, which is the Colorado Avalanche. And then the Winnipeg Jets in second. That's a little surprising.
That is surprising. Very surprising.
And then we move to the Pacific Division, and both these teams are surprising in this division. But this division's a little weak right now, other than like one or two teams. But you got the Seattle Kraken, and the Anaheim Ducks are your top two teams from that division.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be the Oilers.
Yeah, you got the Golden Knights in there, the Oilers, the Kings, the Canucks, the Sharks, and the Flames. The Sharks I don't expect to be up high.
No.
Or the Flames. But the Oilers and that's crazy.
That is.
Yeah, I see you, DJ. No, they're not. Let's go Red Wings. They're not losing tonight. Well, we might. We're playing in Vegas. We're playing the Golden Knights in Vegas, so we probably will lose. We probably will lose, but it's all good. Like I said, I know it's early in the season. I'll take any win we can get, but I'm not expecting much. But the Flyers are still looking very good at the beginning of the season with their rebuild going on.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to them. Doing something right in Philly.
All right. So getting off the ice to the hardware, NBA. Tonight, if I'm not mistaken, the Philadelphia Sixers are playing tonight at 8:00. They're taking on their fellow top team Chicago Bulls in Chicago.
Which is funny because that's my favorite team, even though I don't really watch it like that anymore. But my favorite team, and I know they're doing good this year, apparently, to start.
And
Chicago just second place,
first loss of the season against the New York Knicks. So that's like Josh saying, that's where they're at. Also on Peacock or NBC, you have the Orlando Magic traveling to Atlanta to take on the Hawks on NBC/Peacock. As well as the night game. That game starts in 15 minutes, actually. Oklahoma City, the champs, taking on the Clippers. That's the late night game, not for them, but for us, 11 o'clock. So it's a doubleheader on NBC, Peacock, for those who didn't know. And for your top teams, the standings, we will get better on the NHL and NBA, as Josh mentioned. We will figure out a system to do this a little more frequent. But the 76ers and Chicago, like I said, this is the battle of first and second place. Sixers are undefeated on the road, being 3-0. Their first loss happened against the Boston Celtics at a crucial matter in that game, last home game. So they're 2-1 at home, but they're 5-1. Chicago 5-1. They're undefeated at home. So this will be kind of an interesting battle, how these both teams go. And the Sixers first round pick last year, McLean, is also supposed to be playing this game. So please definitely support your Philadelphia 76ers if you're a Sixers fan. The Milwaukee Bucks still battling in the third spot with 5-2. Detroit, Miami, and the Knicks in last place at 4-3. Only played 7 to 8 games, so the season is still early. Cleveland leads their division 4-3. Toronto surprisingly 3-4, with Atlanta being 3-4 as well as the Magic. And that's how that goes for the West. For you guys who are into Oklahoma City Thunder, the champs, are undefeated at 7-0. The Spurs, Victor Wembanyama's squad, is 5-1. The Lakers, surprisingly, without LeBron James playing, is 6-2. The Denver Nuggets hanging there at 4-2 with the Houston Rockets, who have Kevin Durant, and Ant, who has missed a couple games, and the Timberwolves are sitting at 4-3. The Golden State Warriors, for those fans, are 4-3 as well, but they're right now in the 8th spot. Still got a long season to go, as Josh mentioned. Hockey, NBA is 82 games as well as NHL. So as you see, bada bing, bada boom. That is our news for that.
Well,
go ahead, Josh. Sorry, go ahead.
No, for the NBA, Hornets, LaMelo Ball is out with his ankle tonight versus the Pelicans. He will not be playing.
Oh.
Yep, that's coming out of the NBA.com 3 hours ago.
Okay. All right, and the Major League Baseball news. Game 7 that haven't happened in a long time in the World Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and your Los Angeles Dodgers. And a very, very long game for those who actually stayed up to watch it. Bless your heart. And what was it? Was it 18 innings? I think that sounds kind of fetching. It was a long game. I don't even know. But the Dodgers are your World Series champs.
Yes. Not a big baseball guy, but yeah, that crazy 7 games. Like you were saying, it's been a while. So kudos to them putting on a great series and bringing everybody watching it. I know a lot of people were watching that series. Not me, but people were.
And I just got a message. Thank you, Willie Tiny, for the message. Flyers are winning 3-0. So thank you for that. Quick update on that.
Yep, all right. And coming out of the WNBA, the Players Association have agreed to a 30-day extension of the bargain so that they can keep working it out. So it now goes to the end of November.
Woo! Hopefully they come up with something because let's just hope, because you don't want to see people missing out on opportunities, and hopefully they can come to an agreement sooner than later.
And like I said last week when we talked about it and stuff, they deserve their money. Pay them.
Yeah, talking about the revenue.
Pay these players. They make like nothing. These women in WNBA make like nothing. They make more money playing overseas than they do. Actually, they make more money playing in college now with the way it's all set up than they do in the WNBA. That's how crazy that is for them. So hopefully with the extension they can figure it out and get something worked out so it doesn't affect them, because if they can't figure it out and it becomes a thing, and a lockout would not be a good thing for them at all.
No.
All right. So speaking of money and players getting money and stuff like that, and teams and stuff like that, let's talk about what Will said, brought up to me before, and it makes perfect sense because, and I know Deadhead will agree with me, these ticket prices to go to games, and I'll even throw concerts and other stuff in there, but to do anything is ridiculous, especially the surcharges. Not even just the price of the tickets, but the surcharges. You go to a ticket tells you it's $50. By the time you're done surcharges, you're paying over $100. It's ridiculous. It makes it not good. Makes the real fans that maybe don't have that kind of money feel like they can't be a fan because they can't afford to go to games. That's my opinion, is how I know it kind of makes it. I kind of feel is like, what? Because I don't make big boo-doo money that I can put out all this money for a ticket, I can't go. And I know you can find tickets cheaper sometimes at times, but all in all, it's ridiculous. And like I said, it's not really the tickets, it's all the surcharges to get you. And that's the greedy of the stadiums and the teams themselves. And, well, Ticketmaster and especially Live Nation, and they do have lawsuits open up against them recently about that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think they need to make not all tickets, but they should have areas where maybe tickets are a little bit cheaper for people to be able to still come and enjoy the game that don't have all that kind of money to put out for the expensive tickets to sit on the glass or on the court or like you know what I mean. So I think that's a good thing you brought up, saying talking about that. Definitely think there needs to be a change.
Yeah, it's really showing that you're forgetting about your consumers than more worried about just making the money. It's more about having the experience and everything like that, in my opinion. Because it's like it used to be where you could afford a game or you work your butt off and you want to see any type of sport or even go to a concert, but yet you got to break your bank. You got to sacrifice a bill in order to go to an event nowadays. And therefore you're worried afterwards, like, did I make the right call? You shouldn't have to do that on a luxury thing. And it's sad. It's very sad on how this world, and talking about the economy is so darn messed up now. Entertainment, as much as you want to still enjoy life, you still gotta continue making your sacrifices.
Yeah, and it sucks. Like I get it, it is a luxury, but luxury still should be affordable for everybody. And it's not anymore. It's really not. I would love to go, especially to more hockey games. But the tickets are like you said, are ridiculous. You got to like save up like 6 months worth of pay to, and I'm being sarcastic. People, please don't take me to the key. But like 6 months worth of pay to buy a ticket, it's not cool. You should be able to go. Okay, I want to go to a game in 2 weeks. I have $80 extra. I should be able to go. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy how it is. Especially being a big sports fan, wrestling fan, because wrestling's out of control.
Oh boy, don't even talk about wrestling.
Yeah, and concerts. I'm a big music guy. Deadhead in the chat, he's a big music guy. We don't like going to concerts anymore because it's too expensive. You can't afford to.
Yeah, especially for the big names or the Grammy Award winners and stuff like that. You got to fork up almost $300 just for a nosebleed section where you're not even up close. Like that's ludicrous.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry to interrupt you, man, but you mentioned wrestling. Now, I praise the Lord, and I'm lucky that I got friends, and I'm gonna even put out a lot of independent circuit games because right now you guys are killing it. Your tickets are affordable. You're more enjoyable. You show all the blood, sweat, and tears of all your training you have done. That it's worth going to see you guys over like big names who have T-shirts and stuff like that. And I'm promoting the independent scenes right now because you guys are doing it not just because you love the business, but because of the fan base that you have accomplished and achieved. Thank you, X-Brain Wrestling, for accepting me on that stuff. That the tickets are affordable and you're getting a hell of a show as if you did pay WWE price. That's what I actually enjoy about the independent scene. So I'm glad you mentioned that. So if there are things around, just like they used to have the minor leagues in the area, you got to find those just in order to save a buck or two to see a game.
I was gonna say, even they're expensive now to see some of them that like Red and Phillies and stuff like that. They're not as cheap as they used to be neither. It's like, come on.
The Philadelphia Blue Coats was I said it right. The Philadelphia Blue Coats or the Delaware Blue Coats, the Sixers minor league team. And I'm not just trying to promote the minors, but for you to have a good time and enjoy yourself, there are alternate versions. And yes, with concerts and stuff like that, you got to find deals. I mean, yes, there's apps where you can find cheap seats and stuff like that. But you want to still be able to see the action than just listen to it. Because if it's just listening and you're in the nosebleed section for the tickets you bought, man, you could do that with a headset and radio and listen to it.
Yeah, and that's it sucks too because especially being music and stuff like that. And like Deadhead said in there, and I highlighted it. You don't actually get ticket stubs no more, neither. That was people collect that stuff, especially concert people. We collect that stuff. Even wrestling, you collect your pace, you collect your stuff. Like, yeah, I was at that show. Boom. But now they don't do that, and then these prices are ridiculous. It sucks because it hurts the fan.
Right. And it's almost like unless you're a hardcore fan, you'll pay. You'll pay.
Yeah, exactly. It's like okay, you're gonna pay no matter what we put it as because
you want to see it.
Exactly.
We're doing it.
Exactly. So, I think it's bullcrap. I agree with you. Minors are.
Oh man, you absolutely correct on that, man.
Minor leagues are definitely a good alternative to sports. Some sports are a little bit harder to find the minor league teams to watch, especially live unless you're in certain areas. Because I know like hockey is, I think, are they in Hershey now? No, they're not in Hershey no more.
They're not?
No, where are the Phantoms? Where are the Phantoms?
The Philadelphia Phantoms? Are they still considered Philly?
They're the Phantoms, but I don't think they're in Hershey anymore though.
Oh man.
There's still a Hershey Bears team, but I think they're affiliated with a different team now. I forget. And you mentioned even the apps and stuff like that, but even, excuse me, because of the way all these prices are, they're not as cheap and as easy to use and get anymore neither. SeatGeek has become more of just a third thing, like Ticketmaster and stuff, and their seats aren't as cheap as they used to be. StubHub you can still sometimes, but they're not even as cheap because of all the surcharges and stuff.
Yep.
It's
where they get you. There's those surcharges.
It's ridiculous, and it kills the fan. It kills it for us as fans because not us, especially us that don't make the crazy money. Because you feel like you can't really enjoy and show support for what you want to show support for, either your sports team, your wrestler, whatever. And it sucks. Like I said, I would love to go to more hockey games, even more wrestling shows. I haven't been to a big name wrestling show. We'll say big name, big company wrestling show since the 90s.
Whoa. That means I got to introduce you to some people, Josh.
So here you go. I went to WWE house show in, I believe it was late 97 as what is now the Xfinity Mobile. At the time was the FU Center.
Oh, wow. First Union.
And it was the first wrestling show put there. That was put on there. I saw the very first WWE house show. Shawn Michaels was still WWE champion.
Oh, wow.
Before he got to retire the first time. Then I saw
Josh, you got to start. Well, I got to start inviting you out to certain things then.
And then the year after, and then like that May, I went and saw. I was taken by my aunt and my cousin to see WCW Nitro.
Ooh.
And this is when Dennis Rodman was there as part of the NWO.
Okay.
Because I got my NWO Dennis Rodman shirt that night, and it was my birthday. And they actually took me to both shows. The one for WWF at the time, but WWE was my Christmas present that year. So I think the show was in January, or it might have been December. And then that May, we went and saw WCW, and that was my birthday present.
Nice.
And that was the last time I've been to a big promotion. I've gone to a couple like local stuff since then, but no big promotions.
Yeah, mostly mine's always been like a scheduling conflict, and I guess the older I've been getting, the more nervous I get driving at night. So
yes,
I've been invited to some good shows, and I'm lucky I got a good friend that does continue to, even though he probably gets discouraged, but he still invites me. And Willie Tiny's been a big deal for me, taking me to places that I'm normally wouldn't go. So shout out to you, Willie Tiny. And it's just a matter of getting out there, Josh. So you're talking about those type of things. I need to take you to one of our shows, man.
But yeah, but like I said, it's hard to go to shows when the prices are outrageous.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not putting out, like you said, and we'll say let's even go a house show for WWE where the tickets are a little bit cheaper. I'm still not paying $200 to sit up where they look like a speck. I can do that at home. Right. I bet I'm better off watching it at home and watching it on TV.
Where you can actually see them.
Exactly. So that's my thing. Like, if I go, I want to be able to sit somewhat close so I can see.
And enjoy the experience. I mean, being there and then it's yeah. I get what you mean. All right.
But yeah, Tick Pick. Okay, I haven't tried that one.
He's saying screw Willie Tiny.
Yeah, you see who it is.
Yeah, I don't even know how to comment on that, man. That's like saying it to yourself. All right, Josh. Any last comments or anything?
No, but I will. So Deadhead goes, Josh. You ever tell Will about the wrestlers you met? That'll have to be a whole different conversation. There's a lot to that. We'll do that at a different time, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing it up, though. That gives us something to look forward to for next week.
Because and he can even comment on that, but we'll get into that at a different time. That's a lot. But thank you for coming and hanging out. It was a nice, fun night, as always. On YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell so you're notified of anything that we put out, videos and everything else like that. We also are on TikTok and pretty much all your major podcast services, Amazon.
Apple. We got
Apple, Amazon, everything like Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Go on Facebook. That's where I try to keep up any updates, and that's where we will post any updates where you have to post.
And Smidgets. We also have Smidgets on Facebook too.
Yes, sure. But definitely comment on videos and stuff when you see them, or even this live. This video, if you go back and watch it, not live, comment, interact, get us up there. The more you interact, the more you like and comment, the more YouTube pushes it out to people.
Yes, and it helps us. You watching us is helping us, and we appreciate you.
Oh, yes. But let's let people know about us so that they can know about you guys, our diehards. Get them in here. Get more people in here so you can turn them over to us. Definitely go follow us, everything else like that. Awesome show as always. It's fun as always. Look forward to it every week. Thanks for coming, hanging out with us. We'll catch you on the next one.
On the flip side, y'all.
Peace.